Alright guys, City Skylines time with the Industries DLC. We are playing on the Pearl Bay map. It has all sorts of connections, river flowing downstream. Let's get started. Alright, so there's our foundations here. Let's fill it in. Nice, there we go. Power time. Coal. Alright, water time. Let's get that sewage and normal water flowing. Alright, with our limited cash, we have everything filled in. Let's zone. Alright, here we go. Zoned. They should start building. Yeah, grow my city. Get fucked. Alright, city is growing nicely. We zoned even more. Now we have our commercial coming in. Let's do it. Alright, the city looks good at night. We got our industry and commercial coming in. Beautiful. Just waiting for that positive money so we can recover. And a little hamlet gives us that cash flow we so desperately need. Schools and healthcare and garbage. Garbage. Okay, we just doubled our residential zone. Beautiful. We'll wait for everything to come in. We are in the green. Look at that profit go up. Yes. Industry says more workers, and more workers they shall have. We are a worthy village of 700 pop. We've got our first industry specializations, and that's where the industry... Actually, once we get 1,000 people, then we get industry specializations. But they cost quite a bit, so we'll probably hold off for a little bit. Okay, so we're needing some garbage disposal. Let's go ahead and throw in our services over here. This is what this whole area is for. Supplying the city with all of its needs. The cool thing about this beach, we can build quays along it to maximize our beachfront property value, which we'll do. We are a tiny town, yes. We've got all sorts of good stuff now. Industry areas, park areas, landscaping, event policies. Oh wow, tons of paths and roads, canals, quays that we were just talking about, and the ability to decorate our city to increase land value. Let's go. Okay, we've got our quays. There we are. That looks beautiful. Now we just need to have some housing along it. Alright, all of our services are going along the main road here. Fire, police. We're going to do our neighborhoods first because we don't have a ton of cash. There we go. Beautiful. And there's our beachfront property. Oh yeah. That's going to look nice. Alright, we've improved the city's land value quite a bit by using various parks. Even our industrial and commercial, but they aren't really covered by any services. But as soon as we get a little more cash, we'll do it. The city is growing. We are officially a boom town of 1,900 population. Or industry specialization is ours, along with highways. Alright. Time for that high school education. Get smart, kids. There we go. Alright, time for some more urban growth in the residential department. So we're going to go ahead and expand off of here. Build a new sector. And there we go. Nice little stretching neighborhood here. Some more of that beachfront property that's so sweet on our cash flow. Everything looks covered by services. We need a new elementary school there. There we go. Cool. Probably decorate it with a few parks. Ah, there we go. But we do need water. Okay. Boom. We are in business. Next we'll need to worry about industry and commercial. We're going to expand this out probably and make it go along to here. And then our first square will be pretty much filled up with what we have on this side, and then we need to start building over here. Also, power is looking like it's a little low. We're already at 150% power output, so we'll need to look at that pretty soon here. Ah, the city looks so beautiful at night. Look at that hustle and bustle. Love that. Alright, we've got our first county, the Get Fucked County. We're kind of low on some power, so we're going to pay a little bit more in tax or upkeep, and we'll reduce the electricity needs. That way we can kind of squeeze by with just the one power plant until we can hit that proper boom cycle. Well, it looks like I adjusted it a little too much. Shit. Now we're about to lose money. That just means we need to take out a loan. Let's go. Boom bust. We'll cancel that power usage and build another power plant. Give me that dirty coal. Okay, so we need industry right now, and this little road is just not going to do it. We need to upgrade to a 6-lane, have another offshoot over here of industrial and commercial. Alright, we got the main thoroughfare built here. That's the 6-lane roads, but now we need to upgrade these roads to the 2 lanes. That's going to destroy some of our stuff. And we won't be able to upgrade that without moving this park. Alright, with our demolished industry, that'll take a little bit to recover. So we'll just do this nice little plot here. That should fulfill our needs. Okay. Alright, something that can kind of help in the long run is recycling. Slightly reduced garbage accumulation, slight reduction in tax. So we'll do that. Alright, we're going to have a new commercial district here right on top of the beach. That'll be nice. Meanwhile, we'll have industrial right back here. Kind of separated and far away. It'll need more traffic support, but that'll be pretty good. I'm sure this is going to go over well. A sewage water drain right next to our nice, convenient store. This soda smells like shit. Alright, the last of our residential area is zoned. Finally, we're rich enough to afford services for our commercial and industrial areas. So we'll put some fire and some police. Those are the most important. Industrial's really kicking off here, so let's go ahead and zone that up. There we go. Now we're raking in that money. Look at that. Yes. Beautiful. So I really want to bump up taxes for everything, so let's do some post offices. This is a new feature in Industries DLC that allows mail delivery. It increases traffic by a little bit, but it makes people much happier. So we're going to put it close enough to where it's not going to annoy anybody. We'll have to move it whenever we do highways, but that's okay. We'll put a post office down here. There we go. Everybody has plenty of coverage now. Good. Alright, more of that beautiful beachfront property. And more of that delicious industry that keeps that city's veins flowing with that beautiful cash. Go to it, my friends. Alright, time to make some of our commercial nicer. As you can see, this area is just not good for them amidst all the smog, so we're going to separate it out. We'll relocate them down in the nicer area next to the sewage. So it seems we're having trouble getting customers down here, so one way to solve that is with the tourism policy. Oh, we're a busy town. Look at that. Yes. And we get the tourism specialization. So we are going to do, well, we'll just increase tourism with the recreational use. That'll bring people down there. Well, it is time to grow the city some more, for industry especially. And we have a little bit of room up here, but I kind of want to leave that for making things a little bit nicer. That way our buildings can level up a little bit. So, what we want to do is put a highway system running from down here, erase this, build a highway roundabout, and bring stuff down here and build along there. People are hating me right now. I'm just demolishing all their livelihood. Everything they've known since the beginning of the city. Gone for a highway. What were you thinking, Mal? This is definitely going to hurt our taxes, but it's worth it. Alright, so the highway system is placed down. We're working on these butterfly exits to where people can go in, onto the road where they're wanting to go, and then down. And we have one-way roads on either side so they can get to either neighborhood. This is going to increase the ability of our services quite a bit. And allow them to get to the next town without any big hustle bustle here. And there's enough space, and these highway systems are sound barrier to where the noise pollution shouldn't be excruciating for the neighborhoods. There we go. Alright, so our residential is now completely hooked up. We did demolish a good sector of it, but again, it'll be okay. Now, we need to hook up these guys. Alright, so we have a 6-lane road here. One way, leading around our industrial complex, with lots of on and off exits. That should really increase the flow down here. Now, what I need to do is increase the 6-lane down here, upgrade this to a 6-lane, and then we should be good to go. Alright, we've definitely maximized the traffic potential of these areas. Now we just need to connect everything, make sure everything has all of its services, and then we'll proceed to build. So as you can see here, this medical service really does extend a lot farther with this system set up. Looks like I accidentally deleted the fire station, so they'll have to go without that for a little bit. Police is still there though, only in the nice neighborhoods. Alright, but it looks like we are all set up. Even garbage has access to everything. Whenever you upgrade your highway systems, with as much demolition as I just did, it's important to double check all this stuff. Good, everyone's covered. Alright, The really nice thing about rebuilding this is that you can replace your services near the exits, so they can immediately go to any separated neighborhoods, and even farther across the city as well. It's pretty nice. We desperately need some more residential, though. We just need a tiny bit more cash to afford the new neighborhood build. But this is looking sweet. Alright, we upgraded a couple roads to one-ways here in the industrial. That's really improved traffic flow quite a bit in between the main entrance and exits, and getting everybody down here to where they need to be. People are complaining about no customers, so I gave them a recreational use. Hopefully that should bring a little more people over time. We'll see, though. Our taxes as they stand are 11%, 10, and 10. And right now our income is definitely coming from residential. That's the bulk of it, followed up by industrial. Commercial's dead last. That changes big time later on. They added some nice tabs here in the Industries DLC where it shows you what you're gaining from each different level of residential. And as you can see, the higher the households, the much better money. We have some level 2s. We have some level 2s in industry. Yeah, overall pretty damn good. And then later on in industrial areas, it'll show you how much you're making. It even shows you how much you're making from tourism and road tolls. Very nice. Alright, so to encourage people to go to our commercial areas, I'm going to create a few connections between our residential and our commercial. Usually a very bad idea, but heavy traffic ban will make sure that no trucks use our residential areas as shortcuts. Well, it's that time again. Time for more power. Get that dirty coal going. We'll do some more advanced power plants here in a little bit, but I'm hoping to get into ore industrialization. That'll supply our coal power plants with some good stuff, reduce our costs of operation. Alright everybody, welcome to Malcav's Shop Till You Drop Center. Only offering the finest splints and alcoholic drinks, bro. And here's Azurus' Walk Fu strip. Buy your Walk Fu here. Whatever the fuck that is. And here's Grimmeth's Pound That Steel Industrial District. What do you want to do, Grimmeth? Grimmeth's tired of his factories burning down, so he wants smoke detector distribution. Alright, we're officially debt-free. That means we are cleared for expansion, greenlighting this other nice piece of land. Alright, here is a nice sizable portion of land development for our new residential area with our exits provided. Next we'll need to construct an area for residential commercial. Let's see what kind of resources are over here. Ooh, looks like this is actually on top of a giant ore mine. Huh. Maybe we'll have to set aside some of this for industrial then, instead. Alright, this is the Malgeology campus for ore mining. That's what we made the specialization for it. Good. We aren't going to use the industry area just yet because each structure is about 20 to 30 grand a pop. So we definitely want to like save that for when we can afford it. But for right now we can do the cheap version and just do ore mining. There we go. Over here, we're going to do our residential area all along the beach. And then again, over here, all along the beach as well. And then we'll have some residential right over here. Alright, our first major expansion. There we go. We have our elementary, our high school, medical, and fire. Then we just need to put police down. And then once this gets booming, we'll put our industry over here because they'll need jobs. Then we'll have a nice commercial district right here on the other side. There we go. Electricity's looking great. People are growing. Yes. Alright everybody, welcome to Tofurky Beach, where there's no heavy traffic allowed. Went ahead and put a 6-lane, one-way, all the way over here. It's a little overkill for the traffic needs, but still it'll get everybody over to the commercial and industrial area from the residential. They'll have to take the long way back, but that's okay. People just care about getting there, not getting back. Alright, Tofurky's beach is completely filled in. Yes. I always need to maybe worry about a little more education. There we go. Now let's make it nice with some parks. Alright, parks in place. Everybody's looking pretty damn happy. It's a good place to live. Well, we've grown our city so much that we need an additional water supply. Let's do it. There we go. Alright, sewage. Where's my sewage? There we go. Alright, the time has come again to expand that res. And we have plenty of room for it. Let's do it. Alright, there we go. Now we're running at full speed. Next, we're going to need a huge expansion of industrial and commercial. Grow, my city. Grow. Look at that. A sight of beauty. Okay, industrial is on the rise. Let's do some of this beautiful ore mining. We are officially a big town. We have access to all the dense zones, blimps, universities, incineration plants, prisons. Oh yeah, we are getting the good stuff now. So let's make sure everything's watered, powered, and we'll gear up for industry. Beautiful. Alright, so this will be our new commercial district right over here on this side. Easy connections to everything. I'll probably have some residential down here at the beach, and I'll connect it and make like a little district that blocks heavy traffic. That way, you know, all my geology shit doesn't try to get in the way. And one thing I'm going to start doing now that we have dense zones is I'm going to probably start converting all this into dense buildings, little by little, so as not to provoke any massive losses of population. Like, let's do this all at once. There we go. Great. Okay. And since we have industrial ore going, let's make sure we save as much money as we can. Since we're mining coal, we'll go ahead and build some more coal. We'll make sure that Tofurky Beach is recycling. I don't care if I lose a little bit of tax income. Garbage can pile up fast. Before we have any great solutions like a bunch of incineration plants, we need to make sure we use that to slow that garbage pile down. Alright, the geology campus is in full swing. Excellent. What's that sign say? Colossal ore products. Ha! Very nice. So just as we did with residential, I'm going to go ahead and convert this to the high density commercial. There we go. Like so. Oh, pfft. That's just normal commercial. Whoops. There we go. There we go. Next we'll scatter some offices just in some nice areas. The residential areas are always really nice, so they usually have most of the services kind of covered. Or not. That was interesting. Okay. There we go. Fire is good. Police is good. School is not good. And we definitely need a university for offices. Something centrally located would be nice. How's this? That's pretty good, but it doesn't reach everything down here. What about... let me search. That's the sweet spot right there. Cool. Look at that wave of green. Beautiful. There we go. We have this entire area now converted to high density, and it is looking nice. Everyone's pretty happy. It's already holding more than the basic high tier houses. And the land value is great, especially because it's on the beach. We're going to be earning a lot more. Here's a nice daytime shot of the city. Looking pretty good. Alright. Alright, we'll put the office headquarters of Malgeology Campus right here. There we go. They have all the services, so they should be able to upgrade pretty nicely. They even have cemeteries. All we gotta do is increase that land value a little bit. Some parks, that'll be nice. We are officially a small city, guys. 8,500 pop. Look at that. Monorails, trains, hydropower plant, the works. Yes. Well, the bouncy castle is going nuts at night. You know that only means one thing. Get Fuuuuuuucked City's got it going on. Ah, yes. Remember the simple days of little houses and everything. Well, now it's a big bustling city. The traffic is geared up big time on these smaller neighborhoods. So much so there's actually like a little bit of a wait, as you can see on the on-ramps, but nothing too bad. I'm loving it. McDonald's. Alright, and our money has actually soared enough to where we can build an industrial area. So the specialized industrial areas are right here. We paint them like so. We're just going to paint it right on top. The Lafayette sector. I like that. But I like the Crustbusters Guild more. Alright, so let's get it going on this industrial sector. So for ore, you place down the ore industry main building. They have 45 workplaces, which is double the normal specialized ore workplace. And once you place that, we get access to ore mines, sand storage, and ore grinding mills, all of which extract ore units, store them for processors that you get later as the place levels up and gets more workers. So you can see here, we have ore that we produce, and as we produce a certain amount of units and get a number of workers, we'll then level up, which will unlock more buildings for us. Industrial areas are a huge money sink. You're going to spend a lot of money on them and they're going to lose money for a long time. But once you get them fully grown, they produce a ton of money, and they employ a lot of people as well. The cool thing about this is you can just build them right on top of all the ore areas that you have, and amidst even other industry. So let's figure out a good spot for this. These buildings are pretty big. Alright, so what we're doing right now is just terraforming and raising the land in this area just to get that little bit extra. That way we can go ahead and place that building. There we go. Now we've got it. And, oh, we need more power. There we go. Threw down another coal. We're looking good. Let's take a look at the industrial area. Alright, so these actually also produce a lot of traffic as well, so you got to be kind of careful. Make sure it's, you know, pretty well accessible. But as we can see, we have 45 people working. We have freight trucks. And they're waiting for ore to be delivered, and they each have 45, 25. So yeah, quite a bit of workers. You can always click on the name of the district, and it shows you everything you need to know. So we have a total of about 115 potential workers. And we're actually making some money right now. That's good. So something that can happen whenever you have like the ore mining industry, like right here, is if you put it in an area where there's not enough ore, like all the ore has kind of been mined out of this little area, you'll need to put it somewhere richer. So like somewhere down here would be good. Or over here would be even better. Or even right there is great. We're a big city. We have 14k pop. Yes. Crematorium, garbage collector, crab observatory, more land. I gotta say the one thing that is kind of tough about the industry is that whenever the resources are eaten up, then you kind of have to move your campus to a different place. So that can be really rough. Especially with some of the terrain placement. Alright, so to get at some of these natural resources here, I've had to go ahead and use the terraforming tool. It costs about 200,000, but now we can get at all this ore that's down in here, which is awesome. Let's get it. Alright, just gotta make sure our industry area is good. Good. There we go. Alright, so here is the extended campus. You're gonna need some electricity. There we go. Uh-oh. And we have some flooding because of all the land that we moved. It should go away. But yeah. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Building is flooding. Let me check this out real quick, see if there's something I can do. Okay, so real quick, I went ahead and paused the game, but I built some deep canals. That way they can go ahead and act as a natural drain for some of this water. It should flow downhill, but yeah, we are going to have some damage from this. Oh man, that was a disaster. Whew. But yeah, it should shunt it away from our big land. I don't think it's overwhelming the bridge. We just gotta let it drain here for a second. Oh man. That was brutal. Okay, there we go. Managed to lower the water level a decent amount by building this canal here. So that lowered the water level by a fair amount. Now we just gotta wait for it to kind of drain. Should be okay. I don't know, it's still kind of rising. Still having some flooding in the city. Looks like some of the water kind of settled in here. So I'm going to need to slope it towards this canal. That did the trick. Okay. So some of it kind of got up here, so let's do the same thing. There we go. Okay. Ooh, we're still having some flooding. Alright, I lowered the terrain. Let's see if that helps some. That seems to have done it. I just don't want it to go too low because the water supply relies on it. Okay. Ooh, I don't know. Still kind of ebbing back and forth and drowning this portion. Boy, look at how high it's getting. It's almost up to the damn bridge. Just because we disturbed a super large body of water. Water in the streets. Hurricane Mal reporting for duty. Okay, crisis averted. Everything's back to normal. We had to place a lot of deep canals, especially down here, just to create more room for that water. But, on a positive note, everything's looking pretty nice. Do need some more fire, though, down here. There we go. Not enough buyers for products. That's a lie. Okay, so as I said before, for industrial areas, we need to produce more resources. So we're just waiting on that. And then we have more than enough workers for the level up, and we're earning a profit. Okay, that's all good news. Sweet. We're having some abandoned buildings down here due to sick people. It just looks like it's taken a while for them to be picked up. Have a cemetery right on top of your guys. So, the flooding of the city made it actually look kind of cool after we lowered the terrain and slanted it in. This looks pretty good. Looks a little bit more scenic, even though the cemetery is flooded. Kind of funny. It's more peaceful with all those dead bodies under the water. So now, let's dig into some industry. So we need a lot more. We're going to go ahead and zone this whole area. I was going to devote some of it to some residential due to the beachfront, but I think we need the industry more over here. We have plenty of room for residential. There we go. Big old block of industry. And it has all the services. So excellent. We are good to go. Grow the city, Mal. Grow it. Grow. Yes, the Crustbusters Guild has reached level 2. We get much more efficiency. We get a workers' barracks. We get our first unique factory, the industrial steel plant, glass, ore storage, and an ore mine underground, which that's pretty cool. So, in the industries area, underneath the unique factories tab, you can get the industrial steel plant. It's pretty expensive, $800 a week upkeep, $75,000. But it'll ship out goods to everybody else who needs them, and it's absolutely massive. Wow, what a big structure. Let's make some room. Alright, here we go. 75 grand. What a big factory. Not enough special goods. We need metals. They're produced by ore grinding mills and rotary kiln plants. So we have 2 ore grinding mills that produce metals from ores that we mine. And so now that we have people that'll buy it, everything will kick off. Cool. That's absolutely massive. Huh. Wow. Wow, the industrial area really looks neat. I love how it's just built on the hills, kind of overseeing each other. Very organic feeling. We are a grand city with 17,000 population. We get our third and final loan and a solar power plant. Whew, look at all this traffic in the industrial area. It's getting big. Getting real fucking big. Too few services. Well, we need more power. You know what that means. More dirty coal. More dirty coal. Well, the city still has great need of industry, so I think we're going to do some offices. We already have everything built over here for commercial, but I think I'm going to devote about half of it to offices. There we go. Got to make sure it's watered. There we go. We got the power. Alright, industry kickoff. Gotta make sure these guys have their services too. So we need to place some of those. There we go, got the big 3. Medical, police, firehouse. Alright. And we have so much need for water, it's time to place more water and sewage. There we go. Alright, so flooding was starting to become a problem over here. Eventually water, because the rain, was drifting up, so we built some more canals over here. This should be pretty interesting looking. Hopefully it doesn't cause any like crazy flooding, but yeah, we're just trying to control the flow of water. Empty out the river a bit more. It's going to cause a little bit of chaos. Good. That seems to be pretty good. It created a much deeper body, which is exactly what we wanted. Wow, it really kind of drained out the river too a little bit. It's really interesting to play with water like that. Yeah, they're going to flood a little bit, but that's okay. There we go. That seemed to help with the flooding. Pushing all that water downstream, and then the rest of the river filled back up. Good. Now we did cause some chaos down here a little bit as the water kind of sloshes around. I think that'll get better though. Yep, it did. Alright. Alright, so we still have way more demand for industrial zone, so it's a good thing we have all this industrial. I just don't want to push our roads over capacity. But I think hopefully this will be safe. Here's something hilarious. This building, this tank, is garments limited. What the fuck are they selling to wear? Like tanks? This is ready to wear limited. What? Ice cube factory and a fucking sphere? Goods unlimited? Okay, game. You're just fucking up now. Alright, so we're encountering some traffic problems, which is a good thing, because it shows that this area has some super growth in it. It's a lot of people trying to get into the industrial area. So we need to basically lengthen this, make it a one-way. Okay, so we did just that. Made this a one-way, so basically all traffic should be forced down into where it needs to go. I'm thinking that should hopefully solve this issue, as there shouldn't be any like need for slowing down too much. But let's check it out. It looks like there's quite a bit coming in. Alright, the trick was making this road just a one-way. All the way around, everybody can pile into it. There still is a tiny bit of waiting here, but it's cleared up for the most part. Alright, looks like I lied. This solution is just a band-aid, and if I zone any more down here, it's just going to make problems worse, so we need to fix this. Bigger roads. Okay, here we go. We have a total, complete, one-way, 6-lane road merge. We can deliver a much bigger traffic load to where it needs to go. I'm thinking that hopefully should be able to fix this a little bit better. But let's see. Looks like traffic still is kind of stopping here. We might just need to convert this whole area, I think. There we go. By cutting down on the amount of roads, we are able to fix it. Yep, and extend this to what it needs to be. Alright. Alright, so we're finally needing more residential, more commercial. Let's give them that commercial. We have tons of stuff here in the center to make everything beautiful for a nice plaza, so let's get this going. Meanwhile, for residential, we're just going to work on rezoning, so that'll take a little bit of time and work. There we go. This is looking pretty nice. I like the mixing of the dense with like some of the lighter residential. It gives it that kind of realistic look. Very cool. Well, this just looks cool. From the top view, our square is almost completely filled up. Well, I hope you all have enjoyed this short little LP of a bustling and hustling little city of Get Fucked. Short and sweet, we'll keep it this time. And who knows? I have the city on save. Could turn into a bigger thing, but for right now, this is pretty pleasing. I'm pretty happy with what we've accomplished, besides all the garbage. We just need to expand our landfill. So guys, thank you for watching. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.